Thanks for joining us. And hashtag live if you're here live, and hashtag replay if you're here for the replay. Blake, I don't know if you have tried Be Live before. Maybe you have with Zeki. So you know that, I don't know, you only see yourself, and you won't see comments unless I highlight it in the bottom corner. But
okay.
Thank you so much for making it.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to have you here too, because I heard your interview with Zeki, and I was like, I need to interview you as well.
No. I'm glad you reached out. I'm always down to do these things. So.
All right, cool. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Fuzz. Hey, John. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Nikhil. Thanks for joining us. So we're just gonna get started. And today I have this thing. I want to ask you a few questions from
Yeah.
from this.
I got that somewhere in here. Yeah, hey, I got the.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, classic.
Oh, I was flipping through this because this is how I forced myself to learn. I flipped through it live, and I was like, oh my God, the things in here, it's so valuable.
Cool. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
But yeah, I'm okay. Well, let's get started. Hey, Blake, welcome to my group. Glad to have you here. I think a lot of people already know who you are, but for those in my group who don't know who you are, can you tell us like a quick origin story, quick backstory?
Yeah, absolutely. So first off, thanks for having me, and what's up, everyone, whoever's watching right now, wherever you're from. Glad to have you here. Glad you could have been a million other places in the world right now, but you're here with us. So I just want to say thanks for your attention. But yeah, so I first got started in internet marketing like 2 years ago. Like I'm new, I'm fresh here. But my origin story is simple. I was working for a health and fitness company, and we were building all these cool products. I was in charge of, like, we were a startup, but we were building a bunch of cool products, and we were focusing on one in particular. It's like this awesome personal training fitness product. And we made this course was so robust. And when we were ready to go market it, our internet marketing department just couldn't market it. They didn't know what funnels were. They didn't know really what traffic was. They didn't know much about it yet, right? Because this was like, it's probably 3 years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, probably. And so I took it upon myself to go home that night, and I was on Facebook, and an ad from Russell Brunson came on, and it was like weird marketing experiments to like grow your traffic, conversions, and sales online. I clicked it. I watched it as like a BSL. I watched it again, pulled an all-nighter, went into the office the next day, and started building out a funnel. And it was a webinar funnel, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was like putting pieces together. Like, it was terrible. And I called our partner up, and I'm like, hey man, you got to make a webinar for me. And he's like, what's a webinar? And I'm like, don't worry, I'm going to write it and I'm going to send it to you.
What's a webinar? What?
He had no idea. And I'm like, you got to do this, man. You got to do this. Like, really important. Like, we just built this product. Like, this is how we're going to sell it. He's like, all right, I'll do it. So he records the webinar, sends it back to me. I throw it in the funnel, and like, we're building anticipation up, and we launched this thing. And right when we launched it, nothing happened. Like, just drove traffic to it, got people on, and then dropped the offer, and no one bought. And I was just like completely destroyed. I go home that night, and I open up my computer, and I'm like, you know what? Like, let's just see what happens. And I pressed, I'll never forget it. I pressed refresh, and we had our first sale for like $7.97, I think it was. And it was at that moment forward, I was like, I'm going to figure out how to make this internet money. And I walked in the next day, and I gave my 2 weeks notice, and I set out to do this stuff on my own. So that's how I started in this space like 2 years ago. And since then, you know, gone on to win, you know, make 7 figures with a business already, and the rest is history. We're just moving forward with it.
Wow, that is so cool. Faz Ali, I don't know if you know him, but he's like, you're the coolest funnel builder. Only second to Steven Larson.
All right, I'll take it for now. I'll be number one.
Sooner or later, you'll knock him down.
I'm too competitive.
All right, awesome. Wow, 2 years ago only. That's so crazy. I feel like whoever goes into the space and like really tries really hard to figure out, they eventually figure it out. Like eventually. And
That's life in general. Like whatever it is you're doing, if I don't, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you want to be the best at walking dogs, if you want to be the best at building furniture, if you want to be the best accountant, whatever it is, the ones that always win are the ones that don't give up on that. Like they might give up on paths because you have to give up on like the direction to get there, but ultimately like the end goal, you're going to figure it out. It's the ones that don't quit.
oh, yeah, definitely. Especially, I don't know, for funnel building, I feel like there's so many reasons. There's so many blockages and
Oh
times
yeah,
where you're like, oh man, oh, nothing works, and you're really trying hard to figure it out. And
that's how it is. Yeah, it usually never works when you first launch a funnel. It just, I mean, you can get close. Sometimes it works. Like I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of my funnels work on launch, but I've had funnels that have bombed. Like just did nothing on launch. But then that's the beauty about it. Like you get the plane to take off and then you work on it mid-flight and you make it better and better and better. And that's how you get it to work. So like when people talk about big wins and funnels working and success, like check out my stats and oh, we just hit 70% opt-in and conversion rate and all this stuff. It's like they work their butt off usually to get that.
yeah. Okay. I do have a follow-up question for you on that, but I want to say, hey, Daxi. Daxi joined us. He said, I spoke to Daxi a few weeks ago, and he said, oh, this is my first funnel, and his first funnel looks awesome. So, and
Awesome.
hey, Kevin. Hey, Edward. Hey, Simon. Thanks for joining us. Hashtag live if you hear live, you guys, and smash the heart button. I want others in this group to know that this is going on and this is happening. Blake is an expert at building funnels, and I want to pick his brain, but this is interactive, so you guys probably won't get a lot of one-on-ones with Blake. So if you have questions, go ask them in the comments, and I'll pick your questions. But my follow-up would be, you said, and you probably know this more than a lot of people, like you said, some bombed really hard, and then some funnels succeed from the get-go. I want to just give me a few components of the funnels that bombed and what you learned from it bombing. Because myself personally, I launched a funnel just for me recently for my app, and it actually has success. So I'm like, okay, like, like when I launched it, people started buying. So I'm like, oh man, this is so cool. And so I want to know that experience. Like, if it bombs, why did it bomb? Is it because of this or that? You probably know more than a lot of people.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So I know, yeah, I guess I know a thing or two. So all the funnels that I've had that have just bombed, it was usually a result of two things.
Mm-hmm.
One, the offer sucked. Just no, the offer sequencing was garbage. It didn't make sense. And predicated off that was the fact that it was something no one wanted. Okay, like so. I think it's all going to start with the offer. At the end of the day, like no one cares about the design of your funnel. Like forget the funnel. Like it's important. Don't get me wrong. You have to have a funnel to like take your stuff to the next level. But like you have to have something that people want. So like I've noticed that the funnels that I've had tremendous amount of success with are the ones where the offer was really powerful. And it was something people wanted. And then when you took that powerful offer, I can't even talk, powerful offer, and you threw it in a robust funnel, which is what I'm like, that's like my shtick. That's what like I do. It goes to the moon. I mean, 7 figures, 8 figures, those like you put the messaging and the offer and the funnel, those 3 components, it's game over if you can nail those. And the ones that have bombed are the ones where the offer and the messaging sucked. It didn't make any sense. And the ones that were good are where the story, the messaging, and the offer all made the sense. And then you put the funnel on it, and it just, I mean, a crappy funnel can make it 7 figures, but an amazing funnel can even take it higher than that. So I'd say it's bad funnels, bad messaging, good funnels, great messaging, and of course the offer as well.
Okay, cool. And I guess when you say it's a great offer, so is it something where even if they have a crappy broken funnel, people would want to buy the product, want to figure out a way to get the product no matter if they have a funnel or not?
Absolutely. Yeah. Look at, I give this example all the time because it's like the worst funnel on the planet and they don't care. They know it because their offer's amazing. And you know what, even to backtrack, it's how you look at it. Like, is it the worst funnel? If you think about it, like, Gym Launch Secrets, right? Alex and them, they're crushing it. Like you're not competing with them and they know it. They know you're not competing with them. And, it's a one-page application funnel. And it's the ugliest thing ever, and they know it. Like I'm not hating on them. I love their hustle. I love how much they're killing it online, and I respect them. But the funnel is just one page, but it is killer. It's like social proof, success story, success story, success story. No design, no layout. I mean, it's not really even a funnel. So that makes you think: is it a bad funnel, or like? Is it such an amazing funnel because of their offer is so amazing? So yeah, to answer your question, you can have the world's greatest offer and the crappiest funnel, and you're swimming in money. Like that's just how it is. But if you have an amazing offer, an amazing funnel, you're just going to supercharge it to the next level.
Wow. That's amazing. And guys, I know you're here and you're not asking any questions, so I'm going to keep on asking. Oh, ask Blake who is his favorite basketball team. That's from Kevin Steven. You know Kevin.
Yeah, I know. What's up, Kevin? I'd have to say the Duke Blue Devils. For college, I'm actually not an NBA fan. I'm a college fan. So Kevin, Duke Blue Devils all day. Number 2 in the nation right now.
All right, Kevin, I hope that answered your non-funnel related question. Good use of the time here. I know you have this book, so I want to ask you, what did you bookmark? Did you bookmark any specific where you're like, this has to happen? Because, I mean, I see this one where the red button outperforms the green button. But really, I see green buttons everywhere. I see green buttons like galore. So I'm like, well, is it because people are not reading this book, or is it because it doesn't matter?
On a micro level, like those tests don't matter. Like that's not the reason you're making money or not. You have to look at it from a macro level view. Like the color of your button, like it's not the reason. Like, sure, you could optimize your funnel because of your button color, but a lot of it really comes down to, okay, so the reason people use green, right, is because green means go and green is the color of money. Like it's a psychology thing. It's like green is what we want, right? Red is like stop. But at the same time, I know ClickFunnels uses a lot of red. I mean, their Funnel Hacking Live, their button color is red. I mean, that's their funnel. It's a red button. But, you know, red in China is a sign of power and dominance. So like, yeah, there's a lot of psychology. There's a lot of psychology when it comes to colors and stuff, but it's not the reason your funnel's working or not. Your funnel's working because of macro level stuff like messaging and your story and your offer and your funnel. It's not because, you know, your button color is yellow or it's blue or it's tan. It doesn't matter. Like the most important thing I would say to call to actions for anyone watching with their funnels is it has to have contrast. If you have a white background, your button's got to pop. I see too many people building funnels and they're launching these funnels and like, I don't know what to click. Cause like, I'm like, that barely pops and it just doesn't work. It's just like, there has to be contrast. And like another thing too, I see people do is, stick to a button color, or they don't do, but like stick to a button color because you want your customers to start understanding that like yellow means click. Okay. Anytime they see yellow, your customer knows that means click the button. Okay. And it doesn't have to be your brand colors. I don't care if your brand if you're blue and yellow branding, you can have a purple button, but stay consistent, congruent with that because you're starting to teach your customers that when they see a purple button from Alex, that means click, because that means that's going to take them somewhere. So like that's something that's like next level split testing and things like that. But like as far as like red and green, like yeah, sure, green outperformed, but there's going to be times where red beats green. I can almost bet that.
All right. So when you say, "Hey guys, thanks for being here, Frank." Hey Simon, Faz Ali says, "Where do you get design inspiration from?" Smash the heart button, you guys, and hashtag live if you're here live. And let's answer Faz's question. Where do you get design inspiration from, Blake?
So I get a lot of my design inspiration from other, and this is probably rare, but actually websites. In terms of design, you don't want to use websites in terms of like designing to convert, because that's not a good thing. But like if you want a sexy looking funnel, my strategy, what I do to make some of the most robust funnels out like that I can imagine, is I get a lot of my inspiration from website design, because the aesthetics of websites are gorgeous, but I take that aesthetic and I marry it to a funnel that I hacked online. So what I mean by that is like I'll go find like Everstrike Match, tripwire funnel. You get the free. It's like they're selling you pay $14.95 for shipping and handling, and you get this like lighter. It's a tripwire funnel. But if I want to make that amazing, I'll go think of an aesthetic from like a website, marry it to this, but design it to convert, if that makes sense. Because I mean, look, it's not the design, but if you have amazing design, it's going to help conversions, because it gets people to make decisions faster, right? Like if people can process information faster, they can make faster decisions on what to do. So good design, contrary to what people believe, like sure, it's not the reason your funnel works or not, but it does have an impact on conversions, because crappy design, and I get confused, I'm out of there. Good design, like images articulating information, my brain's processing things fast enough. I have a lot more information of what I need to make a better decision on if I want to purchase or
not. And that's really valuable. Getting design from websites and marrying that with the functionality of, I guess, ClickFunnels related.
Marrying the two worlds, because you don't really see nice designed funnels. I mean, that's like if you have a nice designed funnel, you can almost you can look at it in terms of like, it's like a website. You can almost see the inspiration was built from a website, right? Just from the aesthetic, only the aesthetic. The actual calculated design to convert, that's the funnel side, okay? So that's why I take both and I marry them together.
Oh, awesome. That's really valuable advice.
Yeah.
I don't know how I can apply it. What I'm doing is reading books like this. Well, what about advice for like people like me who have a few funnels, of their own, and figuring out a way to do things and have made some money? What would be like a next step for someone who is trying to figure it out? I mean, for you, you're like top level, you have clients that are like, top notch. Give me that ladder that reaches you eventually. That's interesting to me.
Yeah. Well, first you got to like prove that you can sell what it is you're selling. I'm not going to come in and like a lot of people in the beginning stages, they'll be like, I don't care. Even if you'll pay me $100,000, like if you can't sell your product, you're basically looking at me to sell it all for you. And I would rather just do it myself and take all of the equity in the business, right? It doesn't make sense for me to come in a company that you haven't sold yet and hire me and then give me like a small piece of the business or like upfront money. I'm not going to do it, because like at the end of the day, the main person in charge of the business, they also have to be the marketer. They have to have the marketing know-how, because if I walk away, the business would fold. And that's not just me walking away. That's like anyone in my shoes helping a business, because if my brain is the marketing engine and I walk, like what does that mean for the business? It folds up. So like to eventually want to work with me, first off, you have to have a proven product or proven offer. Like I have to see that because here's the thing. If someone can sell, if someone sold their own product before, what they're basically saying is that like, I know what they went through to sell that. Like I know what they've been through. Like they've they have arrows in their back. They've been told no 1,000 times. Like, I can respect that because I went through that path too. So if you can get to me and you're like, look, I have a proven offer. We've sold this. We've done $250,000 in it. I'm just like, okay, let's have a discussion now, because that's like the gate. The gate just opened then, because you prove to me you can sell what you're doing, and maybe you're just looking to take it to the next level, the 7 or the 8-figure level, you know, and hopefully I can help you get there. Sometimes I can't, like, maybe I can't do it all the time, but like, I strive to be the person like, okay, you got through phase 1. I'm going to help you get through phase 2, and we're going to take your business to the next level. So it's really proving to yourself that you can sell what it is, and kind of like having the know-how, like that would be ascending up to working with someone like me. Just, that's my opinion on it.
Okay, that makes sense. 250,000. Okay.
That was just an example. Just an example. Look, my first company that I was involved with, we started at $0, like zero. We had a product, we had nothing. We were at $0, and we took it to, we're almost at 8 figures in a year and a half. And so like, I know what it's like to like it's a roller coaster. It's ups and downs constantly. And I want to see that someone has gone through that and has come out victoriously, you know, and then that's when I want to go and be like, all right, you know, doors are open, let's talk. But that's kind of how it is. In the beginning, I took on anyone, you know, I'd work with anyone, and it was tough. Like, I was drowning myself, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah, I can bet, because if you take on anyone, then your time is totally
stuck. Well, my problem is too, like, my biggest problem is saying no. Like, I don't care who you are. I don't care. Look, at the end of the day, if you're just starting out and you send me a message, like, I don't care if it's on email or Facebook. I tell everyone this: I will get back to you. Like, you ask anyone that's ever messaged me, like, in a way that's more than just, hey, right? They're actually like, hey, Blake, listen, I saw you on so-and-so. I have a funnel. Can you help me out? I'll give advice. I have no problem. I love helping people. I love seeing people succeed in this space. It doesn't mean like you're ready to work with me, but I'm not going to give you the cold shoulder and not respond to you. Like, I love talking to people that are interested in talking to me.
Yeah, I think that's what contributes to, I feel, maybe your success, because you never know who you're talking to. Ever. You could be talking to someone random and they're like, yeah, whatever. And then they're the one to catapult you to the next, you know, level.
I don't care if you're just getting started or if you've made $100 million. We're human, right? We're human. Okay. Like, I'm not bigger than you. I'm not better than you. Like, I will guide you in the right direction with the time that I have. Like, you ask anyone that's ever communicated with me, I will guide them in the best of my ability with the time that I have. You might reach out to me. I might not get back to you it might be a week, but I will get back to you.
Cool. That's awesome. Hey, Ryan, thanks for joining us. And hey, Zeki. Zeki's here. You know Zeki too.
What's up, Zeki?
Guys, smash that heart button and hashtag live if you're here live. I want you guys to be interactive and ask questions. So far, Faz is asking questions and no one else is. So I'm going to ask some of his questions as well. So wait, how valuable conversion optimization skill is? Probably super crazy valuable, since, I mean, you make your whole, I don't know, income from it, right?
Was that a question? Was he asking a question?
I don't know. It's not worded that well. How valuable conversion? Do you mean like how valuable is the skill of conversion optimization in terms of a funnel? Faz? I don't know.
Yeah. So when you're optimizing your funnel, here's how the process kind of works. Once you have the offer and the messaging ready, right? You wrap it in a funnel, right? The funnel is the present, okay? You just bought a brand new football and some cleats and some socks and some training equipment, right? And now it's like, how are you going to sell it, right? You understand how to sell it. You put it all together, and the offer and the messaging coincide. You can't build one without the other. Once you have all that done and you throw it inside this funnel, this present, you launch it, right? You can only speculate so much. If you keep speculating and speculating and speculating and speculating, you're going to lose, because you're just not going to get things out the door. But the second you get that funnel out the door, that's when you want to start optimizing the funnel, right? Because you get visitors to the page, traffic comes to the page, right? And you watch them, you see what they're doing, you see how they interact with your product, and you constantly test new things, test headlines, test button colors, test video versus image, test long form versus short form copy. Like there's so many different things to test. So optimizing is one of the keys to success, because 9 out of 10 times when you launch a funnel, it's not going to do what you want it to do. It's not going to do it. Okay. So that's where testing comes into play, because you might be one test away from $5 a day to $5,000 a day. It's literally like that. That's how it works. Like, I'm not saying it's all the time, but for a large part of this, like, you could be one test or tweak away from a huge jump in revenue. So yes, optimizing for conversions is a very valuable skill set. And the best way I could teach you to become good at it is just going and doing it. Like stop reading books, stop reading magazines and all this stuff. Go do it.
What about this book?
Yeah.
Stop reading books.
You can read it to get a foundation, to get like an understanding, but you can only read so much until you. Because here's what happens, right? People, like we all do, right? A lot of people read things and they get satisfaction just out of reading it. It's the ones that read it and then go do it that win. So like, just go fail, go do, start making tests, and you'll become really good at it, and it will put a lot of money in your bank account.
Okay, cool. I have a question that involves tools, and I think a lot of my audience would like to know what tools you use for the testing. But first, hey guys, smash that heart button and hashtag live if you're here live, and hashtag replay if you are watching the replay right now. I'm being dead serious. You do that. And Edward Rook had a comment. He's like, the basic of 4 Ps. What is it? Price, product, place, and promotion. I see part of your funnel, not the whole thing. Okay, well, cool. Thanks for that contribution, Edward.
That reminds me, I was like back in college there, the 4 Ps.
So what tools, and I think, what is it? Frank touched upon it. He's like, what are you talking about? Is it like heat mapping softwares? How do you watch how people react? That's something I want to know too, because I'm like, okay, I'll test, change something, and then wait a little bit. And I'm like, well, I don't know if that works or not. Change something else.
So everyone right now, like after this interview, and you guys will probably do it right now, and I'm not going to stop you, but like open up a tab after this interview and go to hotjar.com. Okay. It's free unless you get like 3 pages. And it's my favorite heat mapping tool, but it's cool. You get heat mapping and recording. Okay. So you can see what people are clicking, where they're clicking, but you also can see live recordings of people inside of your funnel. Okay. And it's going to help you make a lot of educated decisions based on how people are interacting with your funnel.
Oh my God.
Like for example, I just worked on Kevin Harrington from Shark Tank's, his book funnel. And I went into the heat mapping today on it. And like, he has 3 robust testimonials. Like I'm talking Dean Graziosi, Joe Polish, and Jason Flatian, right? 3 rock solid testimonials. We've been running this funnel now for 2 months, crushing it. And not one person has yet to click any one of those videos. Like out of all the stuff on that page, no one has yet clicked any of those videos. So that gives me the information I need to like maybe adjust where I put those videos, because maybe they're in the wrong spot.
What if it's because could it be because they only see it? That all they need to do is just see the name?
Sure, yeah. Because a lot of it's credibility. But like, maybe it's still in the wrong spot. So the only way I'm going to find out is not by speculating. It's by testing against it. So let me run a split test, and let me see if those videos would do better in a different section of the funnel, and then pick the winner.
Okay, cool. And when you run the split test, Blake, do you When you run a split test, do you just change that? Like have two of the same exact page, but just change the video around and that's
Yeah,
it?
one thing at a time. Because if you change more than one thing, you don't know what it was that accounted for the increase or decrease in conversions or in clicks or whatever your goal is, right? So like if you're testing one headline against the other headline, test an image. Like you don't want to test more than one, but you got to test. You want to test fast, right? And that depends on the traffic that gets through to the funnel. But like if you test more than one thing, like you don't know which one was the reason to cause either the increase and decrease in your conversion.
And when you say test fast, how long do you wait?
I mean, we throw a ton of money in within the first few weeks just to try and figure out who the target market is, what are their psychographics, what are their demographics, and like we want to really get down the avatar. See, here's how it works. Like they teach this whole avatar thing, which is important, right? When you're just getting started, you have to come up with a customer avatar, right? You put in your head like, oh, I'm going to sell to this person, this, and this. But at the end of the day, like that's good for when you're starting out, but that's not good to use after you're already in the market because the data will tell you who your customer is. Okay. So you got to remember, like speculation on a customer avatar is good just starting out. If you want that to be, sometimes that might not be your exact customer because you might be targeting wrong or your messaging might be wrong, but your data is going to tell you who is coming to your website. And sometimes it might not be who you thought it was. So yeah, I test one thing at a time. And I put thousands of dollars in and then make decisions. Thousands of dollars in, make decisions.
And when you say, sorry, I have like follow-up question after follow-up question. Hey, Miriam, thanks for joining us. And Faz, I'll ask your question. Hey, Edward. Hey, Michael, thanks for joining us. Smash the heart button and hashtag live if you hear live, you guys. When you say customer analysis, the data will tell you who is your avatar. Are you talking about like the Facebook pixel, or are you like, how are you analyzing your customer? Because for me, there's the pixel and then there's the people coming in and there's their screen name and, their email and their demographics and their social profiles. Like, how do you utilize that data, or do you even
So all from Facebook ads, right? Facebook's going to tell you who's coming to your page, right? And like we all want to serve someone, like we have in mind who we want to serve. So if those people coming are not the ones you have in mind, you either got to change your messaging or maybe you serve those people. But like the data will tell you the people that are coming. You could be targeting. You think you're targeting entrepreneurs that are like 18 to 25. Male and female, and the data coming in is like 34 to 45 male, like you that's going to tell you the data doesn't lie. You have to use never stop using your intuition to like guide your decisions, right? It's like nice, like, and there's a point in time to use your intuition. There's like an art to this where it's like, oh, that feels right. Like, okay, take a little risk. But like when you're growing a business, you can't keep using your I think this will be cool mentality because it's not gonna do well. You have to take into consideration the data and you have to let the data guide your decision-making process moving forward. And that's how you have the best success. So no more like you can speculate when you're first starting and stuff, but once you get some traffic and some customers coming in, let the data take over and tell you who you need to be going after, what decisions you should make, things like that. Because if you do that, most of the time you're in a better position to be successful with whatever angle or direction you're heading.
Oh, that's really good advice. The data. Okay, the data. When you're telling me that, in my own mind, I'm just thinking about my data and the people who are actually buying from me. And I'm like, oh, it's not the individual users, it's people who want to use the product to sell to their own audience. It's like
Sure.
It's the individual, it's the influencers that are the real people because they're the ones paying. So
yeah.
I'm thinking, oh, maybe that's my avatar.
Yeah, and as artists, right? Because like everyone in the space is an artist to some degree, right? Like, so it kind of upsets us when how we want them to use it and what we want them to do with it is not the same with what they actually use it for. But you can't get in your own way. You got to get out of your own way and let the market tell you how they want to use your product. Like, you can do the best you can to brand it and position it in a certain way, but sometimes like the market might have different plans in store for you, and you either go against it or you roll with it. And that's totally up to you. It's either you let your ego out of the way, or you're like, you know what, I didn't even see that positioning before. That's how they're going to use it. Let's do it.
Oh, wow. That is so powerful. Oh, okay, let's answer some customer questions. I'm not customer. Audience questions. Hey guys, hashtag live if you hear live and smash the heart button. We'll answer some questions right now, or rather Blake will. Hey Daxie. Daxie has a question. How do you find affiliates for offers and set them up for success with your offer? From an agency offer perspective would be cool, but info products too. Do you want, let me see if I can highlight that. There, that's Daxie.
You find affiliates for offers and set them up for success with your offer. Okay, so Daxie, what you got to do, man. So if you're running an affiliate program, what you want to do to make sure your affiliates have success is you have to know what works for your business, right? A lot of people, when they start affiliate, like when I launch my product, it's coming out in a couple weeks. I'm going the JV partner route, not so much like affiliates. But just make sure that when you launch an affiliate program, first off, I assume that you're ready for it. Let's just assume you already know how it works. But the way to set them up for success is you got to give them the swipe files that are proven to convert, okay? Things that have worked for you. A lot of people will go and they'll build a product, and I see it all the time. And they're like, I need an affiliate program because it's going to be my organic growth strategy in the infancy stages. And that's great and all. But you got to remember, like, you can't just put a bunch of random swipe files and pictures and ads in the affiliate area and hope and pray that it's going to work if you're just trying to buff it out for the sake of buffing it out. Like, an affiliate program is a very, like, when you do it right, it crushes it. But a lot of people do it wrong because they think that's how you start, and they think just throw in email swipe files and templates and stuff, and it just doesn't work. And they wonder, like, why is this not working? Well, it's not working because you're throwing in stuff that's not proven to convert. Like, whatever you give your affiliates, you need to make sure that that is email copy, ad images, headlines, and all things like that have worked for you. And if they work for you, then you're setting your affiliate up for success. Okay. If you're throwing random stuff in there and you're using hope as a tactic, you're probably going to be in big trouble. So the best way to set your affiliates up for success is give them the tools and resources they need that are already proven to convert for your offer.
Whoa. But I mean, how come people don't do that though? Like, isn't that common sense?
You would think, but I mean, it's difficult. Like, to really, like, an affiliate program, like, it takes time, right? Like, you have to know the different angles to sell your product to supply your affiliates with those same angles, right? Because, like, you want to give your affiliates the same resources that you're using that work. Like, that's what the best affiliate programs do, because you're not trying to hide anything. You're trying to give them what they need to scale your business. So, like, a lot of people will jump into it right away, but, like, you really got to kind of understand how to sell. You got to know how to sell your product, because that's what you're teaching your affiliate.
Oh, all right. Daxie says that is fire, or at least he gave some emoticons. Daxie, does that help you?
I hope that helps, Daxie. That's the best way to do it. If you do that, you'll win on the affiliate level.
Oh, but how do you find affiliates? So you said win on the affiliate level as in putting it up structurally, correct?
Find your affiliates by producing a crap ton of content around your offer and, like, get out there. Like, if you have an offer that makes $10 a day, you're not going to get anyone to promote it. Like, you're not even making money from it. So what, like for example, Daxie, let's say you're selling a product and you're making $2,000 a month. Okay. I just don't want to sign up yet. Cause, like, what if the company itself is making, and this is hypothetical, by the way, I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm just using you as an example. If you're making $2,000 a month as a business, why do I want to come in and try and sell this thing if you're not making it? Or I could look at it as an opportunity to sell it as well, to think that my market wants it. Like, I want to see that this thing is cranking. Like, you're doing so much money on it, because that tells me, okay, there's a product here and there's a market for it, because it's doing $10,000 a day. Yeah, I want to get in now and I want to sell the crap out of it. You'll have so many affiliates coming your way. It's unreal. That's one way. Sell your thing yourself. Another way to get affiliates on board, you could go more of a JV partner route, which is not kind of different. Affiliates and JV partners, kind of the same semantics. Hire an affiliate manager. Get an affiliate manager to set you up with people that have big lists, okay? If you have an amazing product and maybe you're just getting started, because look, I'm going to be in the same boat in 2 weeks, right? Like I'm going to have what I think is an amazing offer, but I don't have the list to really exploit it, right? So my strategy is I'm going to hire a JV partner manager who's one of the best in the game, where we just signed on the dotted line, one of the best in the game. Really? we're working together, and I have the product, she has the market. We form a channel partnership, product, market. We come together and we do a webinar. And I get your list of people to come to my product and we split revenue. That's one of the most effective organic ways to do it. It's, the Dream 100, right? Channel partnership. Another way to get affiliates on board.
What's a channel partnership? Sorry.
A channel partnership is I'm using your distribution channel and I'm bringing the market, right? In a channel partnership, you have one partner has distribution, right? I own every Starbucks in Florida. I'm a master franchisee. I own every Starbucks. And I'm coming to you and I'm go, hey, John, you own every Starbucks in Florida. I got this really cool coffee grinder. It's this little cool thing. Can I stock it in your Starbucks? And they're like, yeah, you can do it. That's a channel partner. I have the product. They have distribution. We form a partnership and we both reap benefits financially. So it's kind of the same thing in the JV market route, right? It's like they have the list, you have the offer, join forces. If it's a good offer, they're going to want to promote it because you're going to have to do a little bit of a selling. But that's why I hired an affiliate manager too, because they already have the contacts. They have the relationships. So it kind of makes it an easier entry wedge to getting those JV partners to agree to promote with you in the infancy stages of a product, because you're bringing a product that's not proven yet. Like it's not proven yet. It's a risk for them. So you do whatever you can to get more forces on your team to kind of attack it and get them to say yes. And I know I kind of just went off topic, but I do that a lot.
No, that's totally fine. Hey guys, smash the heart button right now if it's next to you on your phone. And hashtag live if you're here live. Thanks for joining us, Ryan Helms and Daryl and Glenn. So I hope that answers your question, Daxie. But I do have a follow-up question to that too. You say you just hired an affiliate manager, right? Like, how do you go about finding the affiliate manager? Because in my head, what an affiliate manager is, because I'm fairly new to, I'm thinking it's someone who reaches out to people already with a list. But the way you're describing it, it's like they have like this huge network of people already, and you are hiring them for the access to not just one list, but like a lot of lists.
Correct.
Is that what an affiliate manager?
Yeah. So like a good affiliate manager is going to have the relationships already built, right? That they've built relationships for the majority of their career. Okay. So when you're going in with a new offer and you have you hire an affiliate manager, first off, I have a great relationship with the one, because I've been working with this person in particular for the past 2 years on other products all across, right? And now it's time for me to launch my offer. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get who I think is the best in the game. So she has all the relationships, right? Her job is to go to the list owners and say, hey, I got a new offer, right? Because a lot of the times the list owners are looking for new offers to promote to their list, new amazing offers to promote. And her job is going to be to sell the partnership between me or the JV collaboration between me and the person I'm going to be doing it with. And when you have a JV partner or an affiliate manager on board already, it makes it a lot easier, because instead of me knocking on doors being like, or I could do a Dream 100 where, I make the video and I send it, and that works extremely well, right? Like we all know the Dream 100, right? I could go that route, or I could just find someone that's already done it and just partner with them to go and find them for me. So that's what they do. They have all the relationships with people that have 25, 50, 200, 400,000 person lists. And then they just connect us and we do a collaboration and we split profits.
Wow, they already have the relationships. You know what? When you're talking to me about that, I'm thinking of like solo vendors for some reason. I'm thinking of Udemy and like people who already have these lists, but then it would be another step where they already know all these solo vendors and then they go and they approach it. But what would be the difference in that? And how do you find affiliate managers? I know you worked with yours for years. But how did you find that person in the first place, or do you just happen to stumble upon them? And
connections, like we were introduced to her by mutual connection. But if I was looking for an affiliate manager right now, I'm ruthless in terms of that. So I would probably go to the ClickFunnels community and go, "Who's the best affiliate manager? Looking for one," and post it. And you'll probably just get people crushing, saying hashtag, at so and so, reach out to so and so, and then start. That's your lead, right? And then start like jumping from lily pad to lily pad and see who is the best one you want to work with. And then get their background. Who have they worked with? Ask the right questions and then see if you want to hire them. They usually take a percentage of sales and a monthly retainer.
Okay, that's how you pay them. Percentage of sales and monthly retainer.
Yes.
And for an affiliate manager, what's the price range of hiring an affiliate manager? Because I have no idea. Like
it depends. Anywhere from retainer, I can see 0 to 5K a month and 5 to 10% of sales.
Oh, wow. 5 to 10% of sales. Okay. Wow. That's really cool.
Yeah.
For me, it's just right now it's so happenstance. I'm like, I hear about affiliate manager. I saw Steven Larson's video from his funnel sales radio.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, get an affiliate manager. That should be your first hire and blah, blah, blah. And that's what Russell Brunson says. But until you told me about like the inner workings of an affiliate manager, in my head, I'm like, is this someone who goes out and say, hey, I have this person, like kind of like your agent,
That's who they are. That's who they are. Think of it like that. Think an affiliate manager is a broker. They broker the deal, okay? So they represent you. So look at it like that. Like you're hiring someone to represent you, right? Athletes hire agents all the time to represent them because the athlete's not going to go knocking on the door saying, hey, I want to play for you. The agent's going to go do it, okay? So that's who you're hiring. You're hiring someone that has the relationships, that's going to do the legwork, but at the end, the agent's going to make a lot of money as well. So it's a win-win for everyone. Because look, in this game, it's relationships. It's like that's life. Like life is built around the relationships you build with other people, period. That's it. So if you have good relationships, like you're going to be okay. If you don't have good relationships, it's going to get hard for people to get on board with you. And if any advice I could give someone right now with relationships, don't build a product and then go build a relationship. Don't do that. Build the relationship starting yesterday. And then when you're ready to launch your product, you'll have people waiting to promote it for you.
That's why they say find a community first and then
dig the well before you're thirsty.
Good advice. Hey, Pear, thanks for joining us. Hey, Yogesh. Hey, Michael. You guys, smash the heart button and hashtag live if you're here live. We are about to wrap it up because usually my interviews, I don't want to keep, Blake too long. But I have like a couple questions. I still have questions, so we will have enough questions to fill this time. But if you have questions, I really want to help you guys out and ask the questions you guys have for Blake. Let me see. Oh, Hotjar. So you mentioned Hotjar. Is there any other tool, or is like Hotjar number one? And like in your mind, like what top tools would you recommend? Because I think that's something actionable. I can go and use Hotjar tomorrow.
Calendly's good. If you're an agency owner, I recommend testing without Calendly. I would almost bet you will get better conversions if you don't use Calendly. Just a hunch. Calendly, kind of in my mind, I've tried it with clients, and it's almost like it closes the loop. Okay, I try and take Calendly off. I test it. It does. This is not all the time. Sometimes Calendly works better. But Calendly is a great tool. But sometimes if it closes that loop, it almost feels like they got satisfaction before the meeting ever happened, and it doesn't work out. Versus like sending them to the thank you page and you call them, or they skip the line and call you. So Calendly is a great tool. ClickFunnels, of course, is number one. I can't even say that. That's like a ClickFunnels competitor. Hotjar is good. I personally use Kartra for my back end. I use for their membership sites and their email sequencing. I think it's really robust. So I use Kartra. And then what else is a good tool?
Do you have
Proof?
any email? Oh, Proof?
Proof. You got to get Proof. Proof is good. And then I don't know. I think that's kind of all I really use in my tech stack. I might have a few other ones in there. I use Wistia for video because you can autoplay it. So Wistia is strictly video. If I'm doing content video, I use Vimeo. If I'm doing marketing video, I use Wistia.
Yeah, because I noticed you can autoplay Wistia videos and you can't do it with Vimeo, which I don't know why. I have no idea.
Yeah, Google stopped autoplay, so Wistia still kept it going.
No, whoa. Okay, and what about, and is Kartra part of like your email autoresponder thing?
Yes. Yeah, Kartra handles so the second someone pays, I even use Kartra for payment now because their order form is really robust. So Kartra is my order form, my membership site, and my back-end email list segmentation and sequencing and automation software.
Wow. A lot of people recommend like ActiveCampaign and stuff, but
ActiveCampaign is great. ActiveCampaign and Aweber are two top-notch as well. But for me, I want my membership site and my autoresponder. It works out really well together, so I really like Kartra.
Oh, awesome. Okay, wow, that's really cool. I'm gonna have all those as notes.
Yeah, you gotta check them out. They're really good pieces of software.
Cool. Hey guys, do you have any questions? If you don't, I'm going to be ending this very soon. Oh, I do want to ask you this question. It's the 30-day question. I don't know if Zaki asked that to you. But if you were to lose everything now and you have your internet connection and your bills paid for a month and you have your roof over your head, what would you do? Are you going to start over? How would you start over, I guess?
So the first thing I would do if I lost everything, step one, if I lost everything,
don't need to overthink it.
I would create a training. I would create a training on what I'm good at and sell it on a webinar, straight up expert secret style. I would take my skill set, create a webinar, and sell what it was that I was teaching, my skill set on a webinar that way. Other things I would consider doing would just be building relationships and going and doing work for very low cost or free to get started, to get my rep, to get my brand equity back up. Because you got to, at the end of the day, like when you lose it all, because it happens in life. I've heard the horror stories of people doing $10 million a year to bankrupt. Okay. So it happens. Like as an entrepreneur, you're never going to be comfortable. It doesn't exist. The second you get comfortable as an entrepreneur, you're dead. It's over. So understand that when you're in this space as an entrepreneur, know that the rest of your life is going to be uncomfortable, period. It's just, that's how it is. So with that being said, if I lost all of that, I at least know that I have a skill set that I can go and leverage, and I would leverage it by going and showing people how good I was at it. So I'd build those relationships back up and do the work I was good at, or I would create a masterclass selling what I was good at into a coaching program, take that coaching program, and then converting it into an online course.
Oh, wait, you said masterclass and then from masterclass, you were converted into a coaching program from the.
I would do a coaching program. So I'd do a webinar like this giant. I would create a webinar, sell a coaching program, and I would take people in the coaching program. And once I take people in the coaching program and I teach them like what I know, I'd get the feedback. I recraft. I probably film the videos, cut out all of the people that are asking questions, and it'd just be me teaching, and then convert that into an online course.
Cut out all video and just keep teaching. Oh my gosh, that is awesome! I'm gonna follow your 30 days.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I created a course, or I'm in the middle of my course, and I have beta people, and some of them I start charging for it, and the people who actually paid, they're the ones who are like participating.
Yeah.
Then I started interviewing the students and walking them through, but I didn't think about cutting them out and just keeping the part of where I teach.
Yeah, that then would become your course, and you can launch that, and then you could redo it if you want to like put production value into it. But for the most part, I mean, that's how everyone starts now. I mean, that's Expert Secrets. That's like Expert Secrets 101. And if you're doing a course now, like take your skill set, invite people to a webinar, create an outline for the coaching program from it, take 10 people in, coach them on what it is, how to build funnels, how to design funnels, how to be good at affiliate marketing, whatever it might be. And then once they give you the feedback throughout the 6-week, 8-week program, they're going to tell you what they like and don't like, and you go and create a course out of it. You have the content. Now you just have to create a course.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. I'm so excited. And you say you're launching something. So let's end this with what you're launching and how they can find you. Is there a wait list? Is there, what?
Yeah, so I don't have the wait list up yet because I've been like slaving away to get this done, but it's called Funnel Formula. And over the past, few years, building for hundreds and hundreds of funnels, selling thousands and thousands of funnels, one thing I learned is that people want it all done for them, right? But they can't pay $20, $30, $50, $100,000, right? So I found a way to create a system where I take what I know how to do well, which is funnels.
Yeah.
I give you the funnel. I give you it's modeled after some of the most successful funnels in the world. I give you that specific funnel for what you're doing: affiliate marketing, startup, digital agency. I mean, I have 16 of them, e-commerce, whatever it is. I give you the strategy training for the funnel. I give you sales copy training. I give you a swipe file. I give you competitive research, and I give you a graphics file. I give you everything you need to launch your business online for a couple grand.
Wow. I think a lot of people would jump on that, yeah. Blake. The minute you launch it, you should have a wait list. Why?
I don't, and even to take it back, I don't know the exact price yet. I've been bouncing back between low thousand to high thousand. So I'm stuck in the middle right now. I'm still deciding on price. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I do know that when I launch, I will have like a very awesome introductory price, like specific for people on that first webinar. And I should have the wait list up. I don't. I've just been so busy, but it will be. I'll have all that stuff up in the next week, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll.
Okay, cool. So if they were to want to be updated on that, where can they go right now to kind of be linked to you? Do they friend you on Facebook?
Yeah. Guys, I'm a friendly dude. You can friend me on Facebook. You can go to BlakeNewbar.com. It's my hero funnel. If you want to learn a little bit more about my boring life, I'm just kidding. I have an awesome life. Beautiful puppy, beautiful girlfriend. I got it all. You can learn more about me there, or just friend me on Facebook. I'm easy to find. Blake Newbar.
All right, cool. BlakeNewbar.com, you guys. Okay, well, that is it. Thanks, guys, for sticking it out to the end. And I'm going to click end broadcast, and then we'll still be in the lobby, and I'll say bye to you separately. Okay, bye, guys.
Thanks. See you guys.
Bye. Oh, yeah. If you like that video, then you will love all the resources that I have over at KimCDang.com. That is KIMCDANG.com. There you will find all my courses, my extensions, all the offers that I have, as well as a lot of free resources if you are just getting started.